What's up, folks? Welcome back to the Eagle's Nest. So I'm really excited to do this little two-part series video, and basically what we're going to be doing today is taking a factory Ruger American and 6.5 Creedmoor. This rifle is brand new out of the box, hasn't had one shot downrange, and we're going to turn that thing into a precision rifle. So there's two things you can do on any factory rifle to make it super accurate, and those two things I'll show you today. So Little Hawk will be shooting today. We're getting this thing zeroed out, and then we'll do some long range shots to see how accurate it can do at 1,000 yards.
With a milk jug.
On a milk jug. So let's go ahead and get set up. Let's get this thing bore sighted, show the accuracy downrange. Like I said, first shots out of this barrel. We'll be shooting some factory Hornady match ammo and as well as hand loads. Then after that, we'll be doing some upgrades on that rifle to make that thing really more accurate. Stick around, stay tuned. You guys might like this one, and let's get to it. Okay, so here's the ammo we're shooting today. We have the Hornady match. This is the 120 grain ELD match ammo and 6.5 Creedmoor. And then we have some hand loads to try out as well. And this is with 80G brass, 40 grains of Hodgdon 4350, 145 grain Barnes. All right, so this rifle being factory new, it is a very light rifle as it is, and he is a young shooter. So I want you guys to really pay attention to the recoil. This rifle will be recoiling a lot more. Now, the only thing that I did aftermarket as well is throw on a muzzle brake to kind of help out tame that recoil. So let's give it a shot. The 120 grain ELD match shouldn't kick as much, but like I said, do pay attention to how it does recoil. All right, so with this brand new rifle, we're gonna get this thing bore sighted. I do have the Element Nexus scope on this thing. This is a 30mm tube, Japan glass. It does have the APR-1 Delta reticle. So 100 yards, let's get this thing zeroed. And like I said, the first thing you want to do is bore sight it. You don't need to buy any of those sale gimmicks, those little laser bore sighters, all of that other crap that you see on the market to get this thing, zeroed out. To me, honestly, that's all a sales gimmick. All of your bolt action rifles, as long as you can see down the bore of your rifle, has a bore sighter. So what he's doing right now is using the bore of the rifle with the bolt out and looking down there like a peep sight. And then he's going to try to find, say, one of the targets there to center up, and then look and reference the scope and see how close it is. So,
Right there.
Is it right there?
Yeah.
So you're looking down the bore of the rifle?
Yep.
Looks good?
Mm-hmm. Dude, that hit way right. Like high right.
Okay, you're on paper though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's first shot. Go ahead and do a 3-shot group. Keep aim dead center where it was. All right. So right out of the box, this rifle is sub MOA. So good job, Ruger, on that one. And let's go ahead and get that scope zeroed out. Okay, first 3 shots out of the rifle. Looks about sub MOA. Get a group size on that one. Okay, so I'm having him zero out the scope. So he determined, looking at the reticle, that it's exactly 1 mil high and 1 mil right. So go ahead and adjust the scope 1 mil down. Okay, and then now what do you need to do? Where did it hit? Look at the target cam.
Right
What way does it need to come?
Left.
Okay, so adjust. So like I said, so what I was trying to tell him, a lot of folks get confused on this, especially new shooters. On a scope, you're adjusting your point of impact, not your reticle. So a lot of folks really confuse that. So looking at the target, it shot 1 mil high, 1 mil right. Well, you need to adjust your scope down and left in order to get that zeroed out. So he's going to go ahead and shoot 3 more shots and see if that got it zeroed.
Yep.
Good job. All right. Now it looks like it aimed a little bit left, right?
Yeah.
Do I'd say about a 1/10 go right. So go 1/10 right. No, on the scope. Put on safety. Adjust the scope 1/10 right.
On the thing?
Yep. Come back towards you.
That?
Yep, there's one click, right?
Yeah, one click. Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Take it off safe. All right, go ahead and do another shot. Okay, so almost zeroed out, still a little bit left, but what do you think of the rifle so far? As far as
it's lightweight, easy to maneuver. The problem is this mag. I don't like to feed pretty well.
the mag, yeah. What about the recoil on the rifle? Is it kind
I
of?
like the recoil.
It doesn't like the recoil?
Huh?
You don't like the recoil?
No, sorry, I like the recoil.
You like the recoil?
Yeah.
Okay, but do you feel like it recoils more than your 6 Creedmoor?
Oh, just a little bit more, not much.
Well, we'll see what it does after a chassis change. All right, milk jug at 1,000 yards. So Straylock is calling for 8.3 mils of elevation. We do have a 6 mile per hour wind at 8 o'clock, and we need to hold 1.3 mils left. So go ahead and dial up 8.3. And since you're just learning how to operate the scope, we'll go ahead and dial the windage as well. So
8.3.
8.3, and then go 1.3 left.
Well,
Yep. Now use your reticle and see how low it was. So you're right there by the camera. You see the camera, right?
yeah.
You almost nicked that damn thing. So how many mils up high you have to go?
1 mil.
1 mil?
Yeah.
So go ahead and dial 1 mil. Ooh.
Right there.
Yep. Okay. Go ahead. Let's go try some hand loads.
Alright. You ready?
Yep.
Okay, hold me dead center. Okay, it's left.
That's way left. Count your reticle. How many? What was it?
About a mil left.
Okay. Come 1.2 right.
Oh.
Okay. Just hold top of that jug. Okay. Come we're right there. Just hold dead center of that jug. Okay, you're right there. Just aim for it again.
Ah,
Same
right
spot.
there.
So hold right edge. Just split that right in half. Last shot. Oh, it was right there.
Dude, it's like literally. I thought I was just gonna nick it. Oh.
So here's the funny thing about this. The last shots we were taking were obviously hand loads. And even though you had a really good group at 100 yards with the factory ammo, it was just not as consistent at 1,000 yards. So, you know, just being under MOA accuracy is really all you need to hit a pretty much, 20-inch target at 1,000 yards. So we almost hit that milk jug. We were right there in the cone of accuracy, but unfortunately we ran out of ammo. So the hand loads are doing a lot better, and this is brand new brass, so nothing fire formed or anything. So pretty impressed out of the box. The Ruger American rifle does shoot very accurate and can shoot very accurate at long range. So the two biggest things that will help improve accuracy and also ergonomics as well as recoil is one, a chassis system. So this is an MDT ESS chassis, and I did opt in for the SRS folder. So this is going to be a nice little chassis upgrade. This is going to give a better bedding system, more repeatable accuracy. It has, like I said, it's all metal, so like I said, a solid platform for this Ruger American. So the next biggest thing is a barrel. Now this is a pre-fit barrel, and I only know of one manufacturer so far that produces some fantastic pre-fit barrels, and that is Anthony Ward from Crown Ridge Barrels. Now he spun this up for me. This is a barrel nut system pre-fit, 24-inch Sendero contour. It is a 1-in-8 twist for the 6.5 Creedmoor. So huge shout out to Anthony Ward. Let's check out what he's done and how he made this barrel. So Crown Ridge Barrels is located in Colville, Washington. By far, in my opinion, the best pre-fit manufacturer out there. So check them out, crownridgebarrels.com. Put a link in the description below.
Breech end of the barrel. Pre-drilled range rod is up in the throat and or just beyond 10 thousandths indicator. Length of cartridge, 0 movement, dead nuts. Threading the tenon at 600 RPMs. Light cuts so as not to destroy concentricity. Demonstrating a muzzle dial in with a 10 thousandths gauge. Virtually no movement in the needle. Once again, on the muzzle, the length of the threads are perfectly concentric with the bore. Finished barrel tenon on Ruger American 6.5 Creedmoor, all deburred and polished. Test fit the nut. Ready to ship out to Kenny for some test firing.
Well folks, here she is, the Ruger American Badass. With the chassis and barrel upgrade. On the next video, we'll check out its performance downrange with those 2 simple upgrades. Looking at 100 yards, its accuracy, and 1,000. And also look at the recoil mitigation, and let's see what we could do with a $350 rifle. Well, I appreciate you guys watching, so stick around for that next video, and stay safe out there. Also, huge thanks to Anthony and his team at Crown Ridge Barrels for providing inside footage of his operation on making these tack driving barrels.